Hi, Collector's Corner here. Today we are saddened by the news of Peter Cullen's passing. So before we get into the review, let's take a minute and honor his memory for Peter Cullen. And there it is. Till R1, Peter Cullen. Anyway, today we'll be taking a look at number 3 of the build team, aka Landfill team, or as it was known in Car Robots, Build King and the build team. And this is, of course, Grimlock, the green excavator. And yeah, let's get into it. So, there he is in his green excavator mode, two-tone green, bright green for the treads and for the arm and the bucket, and a darker green for the cab and the front of the truck mode here, of the excavator mode. A little closer in, the treads, nice detail, and then in bright green. Got a whole bunch of tread detailing, which is very nice. Got a big Autobot logo on the window of the cab there. Olive green with silver on the sides. Not much to speak of on the back. Same thing on the other side. We get some copper or gold on the top. It does get some, little diamond pattern there. The bucket also gets gold trim for the claw. And the little fingers there. Everything else is done in green. There's a good grain there, which we'll talk about in robot mode. Yeah. Overall, pretty nice excavator. He does get a couple of wheels on the bottom on each tread, so he can actually kind of roll. It glides here, but yeah, the wheels do roll. The wheels do kind of roll. Not here, but they do roll. And the cab here does rotate all the way around. And his arm here can move up, all the way back and down. And got another hinge in the middle. He can move down and sort of up. And you've got a third hinge out the bucket, so we can move it up, down. Yeah, you can't position him in a sort of digging pose there. You rotate it halfway, like they're used to do. It's pretty nice, yeah. All in all, I do like this excavator mode. One of the better excavators we've gotten in like 40 years, but hey, well, 25 since this guy, but 40 years altogether. He's pretty good. I do like him. So, for comparison, here he is with Hightower, this crane, heavy load, this big bucket, and of course we've got Wedge, this is Blade, and yeah, as I've been saying, they do look really nice together. Very, very nice together. So, one more comparison here. Well, a couple more. Here he is with X-Bron, the locks from that line. And yeah. Again, not quite to scale, but for you, a very small excavator, if it were. And here he is with Optimus Prime. And yeah, Optimus Prime is quite a bit larger. Let me know if you want me to review him. I'll get batteries for him. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And yeah. And for one more current comparison, he is with a standard recent deluxe, and you can see he is about deluxe sized, just about. Yeah. So, moving on to transformation. First thing you want to do is remove his arm here, put it off to the side, and then we can start. You want to rotate his cab all the way around, like so. You want to untab the treads from the side and tab in there. Extend them down, Then you want to come here to the combining arm here, connector, and peg it. It's a bit tight. Bring it up for now, just leave it there. Then you can bring down the rest of the legs, and you want to bring them here together. They don't really tab in or anything, you just have to position them in the middle, like so, and then you want to bring these sections, these flat sections together too, in the middle. Again, no tabbing or anything, just there. And then you can fold up at this hinge to make the waist, like so. And you want to pull down on the leg at this portion to extend it, rotate it the other way, that way. So the knees are facing back. Then you want to pull down on this section and split these two sections and turn around and bring down his toe. Same thing on the other side. You want to pull down, rotate, pull down his foot and pull down the foot, split it down to form his legs, and there's legs all done. You want to come up here, pull out the cab on the arm here, pull it down. Same thing on the other side, pull out the cab, extend it. Then you want to come up here and open up these panels. You want to pull out the head from there, and it sits there. Open up these two panels. And you want to bring these up to form his arms. And you can dig the claws from in here, pull it out, form his left claw, and pull out this one's on the other side, sorry. Pull it up to form his right claw. And there you have Grimlock in his robot mode. And it's kind of an awkward robot mode. It's kind of lanky. The arm is not very loose on mine. There he is in his robot mode. And he looks okay. Like I said, kind of awkward, very lanky. Very awkward. But he is in his robot mode. And yeah, you can give him his arm here. It's coming on the screw hole right there. You'll peg in. The connector piece, just, hangs right there. Yeah, he's one of the least put together figures of the set, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, all in all, there he is. So, let's get close to his head so we can see the details. Remove his head, it's a bit annoying. There is his face, very nice face. I do like that face. An orange visor, silver head, green helmet with a bucket on top to mimic his bucket. Only he doesn't have the gold trim there. But what can you do? The two-tone green again with a silver lining, very nice. Some detailing on the shoulders. Get that same gold diamond pattern there. Nothing much for the waist here. Get the slider there for the legs, for the shins. And the feet, the green. Back, just get the connector piece, not really all that much. Nothing. You get the back of the treads there. The green. Yeah. The arms, just the translucent cab there. The claw hand there, some detailing. The other hand, nothing much there. Some detail on the other side. Yeah, that's about all you get here. Now, here he is. Articulation-wise, his head can rotate left and right. Doesn't go all the way around. Well, it does, but it's very tight. It cannot look up, but it can look down if you move the panel. Sort of. It looks weird. Shoulders, if you move the shoulder pads out, they can rotate all the way around. You get a bicep rotation there with a ball joint, so you can rotate that and bend at that elbow if you wish. The shoulders also move forward, so you can kind of cross them over if you really want to, and do that hula type stance. It does get another hinge at the second elbow, I suppose, right there. It folds down with that screw. Is that a pin? No, that's a screw. That is a screw. And the claw that can move in and out. Same thing on the other side, except this claw can move up. But yeah, it does get a more usable elbow because it folds up instead of down. But yeah, it still gets the bicep rotation. Bend, and yeah, it'll pop off the ball joint. Of course you will. There we go. Fold his arm up if you want. No waist because of how he transforms. He does get hips, can kick all the way up, very high. All the way back, very high. Outward movement, not that much, but he does get some. You can pull down the hip here if you want and give it a bit more. Yeah. You get rotation above the knee and a bend under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. The toe can point up, can point down slightly. These two sections can move down if you want for posing, and that's about all he does. So articulation is a bit better than the rest, but not that much. Again, elbow. And he is. And of course, you can, please stand. Thank you. You can, of course, give him his arm here with a scoop if you want to. Oh, you can't, actually. I forgot about that. That's for the combined mode. But for this mode, you can just pick it in here. And that's it. He can't actually hold it. Or fold it back if you want to. Anyway, that's it for his robot mode. He's very limited in robot mode. I still like him though. Still like his green look, two-tone green. This tends to collapse again, but there you go. Yeah. There is Grimlock in his robot mode. And for comparison, here he is with heavy load. Edge will decide to stand. For the love of God, why won't you stand? Wedge and Hightower. You can't see Hightower. Him over here. Oh. You kidding me, Grimlock? Are hard to keep standing because I have no heels. Come on, wedge. There you go. Wedge. And him in front, high tower. There they are. All of them. Yeah. Again, pretty nice looking together. We're just covering their faces, but there they are. Yeah, Grimlock is the tallest, apparently. Anybody else is very short. Wedge being the shortest, but yeah, they all look nice together. Oh, sorry. Here he is with Expron, and yes, he's taller than Expron. To share the green color scheme there. Here he is with Optimus Prime. And yeah, that's getting a bit tall. There. So I think Optimus Prime is great. But there he is with Optimus Prime. And last but not least, here he is with the current Deluxe Sunspeaker. And yeah, he's taller than current Deluxe. So yeah, probably Voyager size today. Yeah, there he is. Anyway, yeah. Going into combined mode, you want to fold in his claws all the way in again, both sides. You want to rotate his arms all the way back and collapse the whole thing in. Oh, don't unpeg the arm, but rotate his arms around, like so, and like so, and then you want to bring up his head. Just keep everything open. Like so. And like so. You want to open up the pelvis here all the way out, like so. You want to rotate them at this joint, like so, and then you want to rotate the shoulders down, so you can rotate them, rotate the arm forward, you can get an elbow. You can fold the toes or keep them open, whichever you like. So rotate this around, rotate the shoulders around, and rotate the elbows, like so. And you want to bring this arm here and peg it in back. It was in truck mode. Peg it in there. And then you want to make sure that the little notch here on the connector piece is rotated facing this way so that wedge can connect in there. And you want to fold this. You want to keep the hinge facing this way so that you can then fold this down like so, and there. There he is. In his arm mode for combination with wedge. Yeah. Those are the arms. And to go into leg mode, you have to put him back into his truck mode, so we'll do that. You can see the transformation in the short, linked in the description, and in the little widget up right there if you want to, but now we'll just cut right to truck mode. Now that we're back to excavator mode without the bucket arm here, the crane, what you want to do is split, or pull him down and split the leg, both sides. Rotate the cab around, and then you want to pull out the connector piece, like so, and rotate it out. And there he is in his leg mode. And he's the more unstable one of the lot because he doesn't get a heel. But yeah, he's supposed to be connected to the rest, so there he is in leg mode. Yeah, you just rotate him around and yeah. Like that. And that's here he is. Grimlock, R.I.D. Grimlock 2001. And yeah, I think he's the weakest of the three we've reviewed so far. And yeah, he's still weaker than Wedge, even though Wedge is smaller. But yeah, his arms are weird, his circulation is not really right, his waist is kind of strange, but yeah, there he is in his green glory. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below, ring that bell to get notified of future videos, and stay tuned for the final video, which will take a look where we'll take a look at Wedge and the combined mode altogether of all these four guys into Landfill, or Build King, if you will. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and yeah, follow us on Blue Sky, follow us on Patreon, and see you next time. Bye.